sit a certain way.
Sit a certain way. Huh? 28 days non-stop.
Yeah, go on. Mine's only 12.
That be to the girls. I just flipped the switch.
Where's all the black part pillows, man? Have you got two?
It's episode 176 of the Different Strokes podcast. With
We started.
Iris. We'll be having a video to my right.
Oh, yeah.
Chinks!
Hella shocking. To my left.
The finger buster. I mean,
Hey,
the-
yo,
crazy.
I can't wait to say that.
To my left.
Finger ninja.
What? It's a podcast, man. I can't see you. Oi.
Hi.
Thank you.
No, this one's still going on. I was giving them that time.
And the girl with the red hat.
And the busy fingers.
I kind of like that.
It's a breezy hat.
Yeah.
And you know the reason why I red hat? Because it's moschino. I ain't seen moschino in a while.
Yeah, no, but then Y2K goes and bringing it back.
Yeah, I know, but I don't care about white people fashion.
Yeah,
They dress like homeless. They dress like homeless Harriets, bro. There you go.
Oh, God.
Funny ninja.
Call yourself the funny ninja.
Is that what you call yourself?
I'm still hooked on the whole, K to the A. No P
S.
today.
No S.
No, it's K to the A. We drop the S.
S was never there.
No, it's not my own name. It's K to the A. We drop the Y. Jesus. Yeah, we're blacked out today.
I'm behind the camera.
Okay, bro.
You know what's mad though? I'm laughing at. Oh, hint of green. Mark, hint of green. Me,
Full
hint
of green.
Yeah. Kadia, black and red.
You get the memo, no?
She's like, fuck it.
I'm saying use the art information.
Huh?
No.
The thing is,
But Kate the only girl, so that
I
stands out.
always stand out. I'm always in pink. If not orange, if not bright colour.
Nah, O stands out. I've seen that jacket, bro.
in black.
That-
To be honest, on Wednesdays, I always wear pink.
But you think you stand out more than O? When O comes in with that,
Oh no,
with
no,
that-
he's chosen from the
with
10
that,
countries.
yeah, that jacket's crazy,
But
bro.
still,
It's
on
like colourful but
Wednesdays,
homeless.
Thank you.
Usually, due to Mean Girls, on Wednesdays we wear pink. But I went in that mood today.
People love it.
Can't say colourful but homeless.
No, but I like it.
No, right.
I like it. Put your hat back on.
I absolutely love it.
Noddy.
I absolutely love
Noddy.
it. I get so many compliments off that.
Noddy.
I can't believe it.
What?
Go on.
Wait, not do you mean something else?
Oh, for
No.
goodness sake.
Freaking
How
hell.
many minutes?
Gabs,
How
man.
many minutes?
Like, we ain't even asked how everyone is.
How's your
Reece,
week
how are
been?
you?
No.
Shit.
It's been challenging.
Want to elaborate, or is it just like
I've just been up and down. Yeah, I've just been up and down.
a bad beat?
Bouncing.
No, I'm not bouncing. I left that to leave that to Gabs.
Oh!
Gabs is the bouncer.
Yo! No, you can't. No, right, you can't do that, bro.
No.
You
He's
can't say up
looking
and down
and he
multiple
answered
times.
before I was like, no, wait a
You
minute.
can't say up and down
Reece.
multiple times, bro.
Please.
Multiple.
Woo!
Yeah, even you, a little bit ashamed. A little bit.
In the words of the
I couldn't do it.
in the words of the great. What do you mean by that?
One thing I will say,
Sir.
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 One thing I will say, I will never look at public toilets the same ever again.
Oh.
St. Yamington, know them man there. Oh, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah, shout out St. Yamington, yeah?
Yeah, shout out to him.
I'm fine. I'm okay.
Is your head not cold?
He took the top off.
It's not good.
I took the top off.
I took the roof off. Long time.
Okay, alright. You know what? I'm very proud we're all here today.
Yeah, it's been long enough, Kate. Oh.
I can't
Nice,
help it. I've
it's been a
having
while.
Holidays.
It's been a while.
I was sick.
What?
What? I was sick.
You mean?
Oh, sick. Sick. Oh, yeah, okay. How have you been this week?
Oh,
Why are you blowing on the Larry for?
I've been alright. Again, same as you. It's been fucking challenging.
So you've been bouncing, yeah?
Huh?
You've been
She was up
bouncing.
to you, bro.
Yeah, that's you. That's your time. No,
No,
I've been so sad to be back in the UK.
That's
I've
big O.
literally- Huh?
Big O.
Oh, crazy.
Actually, I do have something to say.
Easy.
I said, no, he's not talking about you, you know.
I do,
I know.
I said, Mr. O Big O, that's a bad porno. That's a bad porno.
I do have something to say, but I would recommend for people who like going to spas. Me and the girls went to Bucharest for the weekend last weekend, and that is me done with flights for the year. But I will say that the spa is probably it's meant to be one of the best. It's one of the biggest spas in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a super spa. I'm telling.
The Bad Bee holiday.
Katie sort of messed us in a.
Yeah, that's why I'm not even saying anything. I'm Stevie Wonder out here, but no, it was good. But I recommend. I hate this guy so much, you know. I really do. I hate him.
I love it.
I'm sure you guys in the off, but the rest of it's cheesy.
I'll show you, but I actually hate him. But it's so good, and I'm recommending it to you because you're someone that would just like to get up and go. It was so cheap, like less than $150.
She called man cheap.
I recommend it to you. It was so cheap.
No, I'm saying it's something that you would like to do, but people are like,
No, I know what you said.
you know what I mean. But I'm also saying for me, it was so cheap and like easy to book, and everything that we did was
So you
in
called
and
Mark
around
cheap and easy.
in and around and under 150 basically for like that's return flight, hotel, access to the spa, and then some change.
Was the spa in the hotel?
It's really good. It's
was the spa part of the hotel?
No.
Oh wow.
That's what I'm saying. So the hotel we stayed at was literally a 5-minute walk from the airport, and then alright, I'm just burping off the Red Bull that I downed before I got here. 5-minute walk from our hotel, and then from our hotel, 5-minute drive to the spa because you actually can't really walk there. But the spa is so beautiful. It just reminded me of you should take your
He's like, what do you mean by that?
It's cold
I
there.
like the numbers.
It's got like in outdoor jacuzzi. There's a lot of private corners. And it goes.
You
on
say there's a
all
lot
day.
of private corners.
Yeah, and it goes on all day. It closes at 12. So when it's like 10 o'clock, you nasty. Look at his face. When it's like 10 o'clock and everybody's indoors, bear in mind there's a swim up bar in every pool. You can go outdoors. No, get drunk. Yeah, but no, it was really good. We had a really good girls' weekend, and we needed it because we hadn't really. Everyone had separately been on different holidays, and no one had seen each other like throughout October, November since my birthday, I think. And yeah, it was nice to get together, but I recommend it. I wouldn't recommend going to Romania for anything else though. Very booky country, but very lovely spa. And it's lucky that Ubers were cheap because that was the only way I was getting around. I was walking on the street for no reason. Anyway, how are you, Gabriel?
Been good. Yeah, just watching football and working.
To the next to the Lowry and that.
Yeah, same old. What about you, Reese?
You got your Batman voice on.
Let's get into let's get the show on the road, yeah. We spoke about it last week and more information.
Wait, before we get into that, I've got to ask everybody a question. Serious question. It's not even a serious question, it's very silly. Well, can I just say, have you ever read, and don't be like, yeah, you, a certain girl's status and just wished, I wish to fucking God, someone would just fuck her right or treat her right, just so she can shut up with these pathetic statuses that she's putting up about man that's not hers.
Last question,
And you're probably going to be like, no.
No, so that's one question. When you mean a status, you mean like on Instagram?
Anywhere. They could be posting memes, indirects. It's anywhere these days. Sometimes you just wish, like in the nice way, wish you could find someone so she could just stop. Or in the other way, just all she needs is a good, you know?
As a woman, do you think that's all that's needed? A good Lowry to do?
No, but sometimes I feel like the way these girls go on. No, seriously, I feel sometimes the way these women carry on. Yeah, in that sense, sometimes
You sort of tired in that, man. Like, you sort of,
Yeah, sometimes
you
it's
sort of
obviously not enough. I can guarantee you, for some women, it's just not enough. They just don't stop moaning until they just have a reason to be shut up, good and proper. Do
Won't stop.
you know what I mean? Can't stop, won't stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, to be fair, I see girls put up posts and statuses and things like that.
Don't you just think,
But,
like, shut up?
Yeah,
I always think shut up.
My opinion on this is really rude. So I'm gonna keep my
No,
mouth
but that's
shut.
what. That's no, but put your opinion out there.
Is yours rude as well?
Mine as well.
No, but that's why I'm asking, because I'm pretty sure I'm not
I don't
the
wanna
only
be
one that
cancelled.
thinks it and I'm
See, but
the
my one is the one where it's announcing
It's the
I'm
same
going to
space.
start moving like this from now on.
Oh,
I'm going to start doing this from
And
now
it's just-
on. I'm
do you
going
know
to start
what it is?
cutting
It's just-
people off.
yeah,
I'm gonna
like you
start
don't
being
need. Who are you
selfish.
telling?
Blah,
Like, who
blah,
are you
blah.
telling?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? When I see those statuses, because sometimes I'll either see it like all day or I see it on like private stories, and I'm just like,
Yep.
you could have kept this to yourself.
Right.
Easily.
That's the first.
This could have been an email.
No, but yeah, the reason why I kind of think it's could have kept to yourself, because I'm thinking at the end of the day, like not all thoughts need to be shared. Like I think some people have murderous thoughts. The minute you kind of apply murderous thoughts, then it's like, okay, now you're a murderer. Like, okay, cool. You have like wild thoughts that could have been kept to yourself. And I'm thinking, the energy you talk to write this, for me, is not progressive. Because now people know you're mad, or people know you're hung up on that person, and then you're sub messaging that person. Respectfully, if that person don't give a fuck, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And
So now
sometimes,
you're
that,
even more upset about it.
sometimes that person can't even read it.
Because yeah, they know.
So it just makes no point.
Really, what you're doing is basically letting everybody know
That you're hurt.
I've been through some shit. So, because even when you see that type of status, you're like, oh, yeah, somebody hurt you.
Oh,
Help! Help!
Help!
Help me! Help!
And I think it's obviously people like to vent. We all vent. I vent, but I just feel like some things are just better left unsaid, or some things just better to keep to yourself, babes. Because now, if I feel like you look pathetic, what do some of the other men out there think?
you know my only
Not
issue.
that people should care, but
It's the oversharing.
No, my only issue for it. Like,
It's-
I don't know oversharing thing. My thing is, see, if
so what was the rude comment you were going to say?
no, I pushed it to the back of my mind, so I leave it alone. I think if you're young, like my brother's age group, to about 26, fine.
This is understandable though.
I think with our age group and up, we grew up before the internet.
Mhm.
So watching people of our ilk do that,
That's
it's
what I mean,
really
though.
problematic. Because I'm like,
You're
if
doing
the
the
internet
most.
didn't exist, what would you have
What
done
would you have done?
to articulate
Dear diary.
your dismay?
Yeah.
Yeah, get your Moesha book out.
Do you know what? Even back in the day, it was just old school. What other day?
Tyrone didn't want to speak to me today.
why you not fit?
I was trying to do the thing in my head and I couldn't. It was in my head, but I couldn't project it.
And what you call it? Young Adz's older brother's got a song
It's
with
so
that
funny.
as the beat on it. So I'm not even.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'll find
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I can't grasp it, and I know if I do it out loud, it's gonna just sound wrong, but it's true. Like I just feel like, bitch, shut up. Like
Shut the fuck up.
I'm pretty. You know what? I might be angry. I'm pretty sure people might think that when I'm my stupid status, it's not that I'm just crying my tears and laughter or whatever about my sadness, but sometimes when I put a status about Michael Jackson the other day, and how obsessed I was with him that I could cry. And I think people might be thinking, oh, you're sad, shut up, but whatever. But yeah, that's just a different level.
Different generation.
Yeah, but everyone knows I love Michael Jackson.
They just don't know.
He's in my top artists on
They don't get it.
Spotify.
They don't get it.
Speaking of, sorry, there was topiaries to get close. You know,
Can we do that at the end?
I had to ask everyone.
Let's do it in the end.
Yeah,
No,
save it.
forget.
Save it. Oh, write it down.
Yeah, write it down.
Actually,
Put a reminder.
Well, I was laughing at that thing out there because I thought, what's that flesh big thing over there? I
Oh,
don't
it's
know.
fine.
I don't know. Yeah, but I know it's water. I started looking around. I thought, okay,
Gabriel, why do you have a big flashlight?
You see
oh my.
I have to put a camera
But look at you holding it.
from the bottom. I'm holding it from the bottom.
You're holding it in
Well, how long
flipping.
did I hold it though? That
Because the heavier
You did
end
all this
is
when you
just.
said-
so what? Okay, I'll hold that in.
No, you did this whole thing right now.
It's flesh pink.
That's what he said.
But it's
That
flesh
started
pink.
this whole thing.
Crazy.
That's you right there.
What did she just say?
What? Oh, you ran on. Oh, come on. No, that's not even a liable offence. You ran on
Gabriel.
Wait.
Gabriel.
I just
Wait,
watched every
wait,
single
You put it to your jaw, man.
Wait. Have you ever?
Yeah, but
Wait. Do you see that? Have you ever seen Law&Order? Dung dung. That's all I saw.
I just watched
See, I
every
can't even
single
drink
movement.
it now.
Man. I had to sit
Right.
down.
Special victim unit, bro. That's you. That's all you, bro.
Is that nice?
He's caressing it too.
Remember last week when man had jokes about the spray?
This
Yeah.
is madness.
Oh, Gabriel.
This is madness.
Don't spit out now.
Oh, this is madness.
Oh my gosh, was that nice?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Like,
Refreshing, yeah?
So let's kick off this podcast properly. So last week we wife and I touched on the Diddy situation, and then obviously this week there's been a little bit more information to come out with like the domino effect of the situation. I think he stepped down from as CEO of Revolt temporarily. I think there was a school that he works with that they are no longer wanting to be affiliated with him. What's your thoughts on that, O?
It's a trend we've seen before, but again, I say again, but I can't really say much because there hasn't been anything that's actually come out. There's not been anything. He's not been charged with anything, so it's all just based on the case with Cassie, which seemingly opened the doors for other people to come out, but the snowball effect of when you see, because we've seen it so many times before, when somebody starts to distance themselves from the companies that they represent, you know it's
Bigger things are coming.
You know it's coming from the bigger people with the bigger money who are connected to bigger companies that are connected to your name, who are now named in a lawsuit that you're involved in, bringing the whole company.
Because I heard that the shopping malls that were selling Sean John.
Are gonna stop selling them.
Yeah.
Macy's and that.
Yeah.
But there's no. It's not always as black and white as to say there's no smoke without fire.
Yes, sir. It's called shisha.
But I mean,
do you know why I'm laughing that you said that? Because Joe Budden said it once. Charlamagne must have said there's no smoke without fire. Charlamagne must have said there's no smoke without fire. And then Joe Budden said yes there is. And he's mentioned what? It's like, use not these weird phrases you get from your grandma.
yeah, it's. And now 50's offering to buy Revolt, which is very funny. 50 listen, 50 will 50. Alright? 50's been saying about Diddy from day. People have been saying about Diddy from day.
See, my takeaway from the 50 Cent thing, having 50 Cent as an op is like the longest thing.
He don't forget. He don't forget.
Lifetime.
Having 50 as an op, yeah, it's like having the villain. It's like having the villain who having 50 as an op is like the longest day you could possibly have.
Oh, he caught you out of the way.
Try to shouldn't it, because I continue.
They're not
Let's
saying
say,
it.
yeah, I'm not even gonna do that extra
He's
part.
got
But with 50, yeah, the petty level would be like his. When you're petty and you've got money and time, and you got looking at it, it's like I like 50 Cent a lot because I know he's one of them people where like if he's onto you, yeah, he just don't leave you alone.
No, he doesn't.
Like the petty level, for example, to buy like the front row of a Ja Rule concert, no one can sit there. It's mad. It's like only for the no crowd. Like the crowd's all in the back in the rafters. Like you can't do nothing. Like that petty level was crazy to me.
Do you remember the Rick Ross thing that he done? The Rick Ross.
See,
His
but
baby,
you know
his
what?
baby mum.
You know
Took
what?
her out
I
shopping.
think Rick Ross is the only one he lost.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one he lost.
On record, yeah.
Yeah, because he kind of lost that one quite bad.
But
Because
he
Rick
took
Ross only went like this.
he took his baby mum shopping.
Yeah, he took Rick Ross's kids to Mayweather's house, didn't he? Oh no.
Deep won't hold me back. Deep won't hold me back.
So yeah, having beef with 50 is just no. Forever.
I So going back, I think there's going to be a lot more. There's going to be a lot more news that comes out. There's going to be. I am feeling that a lot more people are going to start coming out with work to say, to tell their story about what they've been through, and it's. Yeah, you're literally watching a door open, and
I'm just waiting for the doc to come out.
But why is it though? Yeah. One thing is like, I don't know, man. It's a crazy one. It's like, don't get twisted. I believe Diddy's guilty, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have taken this to court. Because the reason why I would have taken it to court is, regardless, it's come out. The documents are there. So even if you squash it now, it's too late. You should have done it before the documents came out. So now that the documents have come out, you have to take it to court. Now, the only reason why you would decide not to take it to court isn't because of money. It definitely is because there's more things out there.
Oh yeah, there's 100% more things. It's going to open
the door to more things.
So
that's why I believe he's guilty.
Because when this whole thing just blew up,
it's not an admission of guilt.
No,
it's not.
No,
it's not.
To settle is not an admission of guilt.
In today's world,
stupid.
It's not about what's right. It's not about what's wrong. It's not about the truth. It's about how things look. So as soon as this thing started happening, how many videos did you see on social media of past Diddy moments where it's like, oh, look how Diddy looks at Cassie when this happens?
No, but the internet,
little things like that are swaying opinion, which will then sway companies' opinions and start saying, yeah, we're going to start cutting and distancing before it's even gone to any court or anything.
We're not talking about swaying of opinion here. We're talking about like how society is as a whole now, which is, for example, if Kadia owns a company, yeah, or Kadia is linked with someone. Okay, say Kadia owns Small Inc., yeah, which sells like luxury goods, for example, yeah. Small Inc. is linked with you. You've been linked to a level of F3s in the public masses. For Kadia's business and for her stock, it makes sense for her to step away from you at the current moment in time, because to be linked with you can affect her business long term. Because naturally, people are idiots, and people go with their microwave memory and will be like, when that was going on, you stood by that person and he was an XYZ. When BLM was happening, all these companies, we stand with Black Lives Matter. They didn't give money, but they just did that. Yeah. So what it does is, it gives the guise of, we stand with pro-women, pro-choice, against SA, against art raping, all the other stuff. We stand with that. And then if it doesn't come out to be true, then we can step forward and be like, you know what I'm trying to say? You'd rather be on the side that looks like they're going to win than put your hat on to someone who, in the longer scheme, can help you. But at the end of the day, when the walls are closing in, you don't want to be on the wrong side. So there you go.
Yeah, that case began, I think, today, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that.
And you know the dangerous thing about these kind of cases as well? How can you defend yourself?
You can't, because you're guilty by...
As soon as you've been accused, you're guilty.
You can't, it's a cheat code. It's a proper cheat code.
No, but what she put out is not cheat code.
No, I'm not saying that. Not
a 60-page document.
Yeah, her stuff.
You're talking about in general?
I believe. I mean, in general, the tactic in itself is a cheat code, because for any crime against women, right, to use that is a cheat code, because we've seen it with, of course, Jonathan Majors, for example, right? That crime against women, everyone's cancelling him, people saying, rah, he's done it, blah, 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 blah. So whenever it's a crime...
looks like the type.
Exactly, right? And that looking like the type is a crazy comment. Like, I don't know.
I hate that.
Yeah, like, it's such a crazy thing.
Let's simplify that to the UK. Do you not remember when people on Twitter, I think Kay will remember this, two people on Twitter about 2 years ago, came out and tried to air out their guys in the industry who had been problematic towards them. But I said, how do you gauge problematic behaviour? Because you're not airing out what they did. It could be anything, or you may not like that person. So what you're doing is you're basically rubbing out everything that they stand for, because you've had an engagement with them, which may not even
you didn't like.
May not even be of an essay or a great situation. Their engagement with you didn't like, or they weren't forthcoming to what you was kind of putting out there. So now it's a situation of it being like, okay, cool. I'm gonna air my voice and do that. I can't go out and say that about a woman. That's mad.
Yeah.
It's really dangerous, and I think obviously it's a civil case. Everything is a civil case, but it's not a criminal case because it's not an active crime. You're talking about. I think for some of it, it's like statute of limitations, and that's why so much people are coming out and speaking about what's happened to them. But I think it's a dangerous line. And as I said last week, listen, I get it. Like a lot of these people who've been in the industry, have been around these spaces for so long, there's an element of problematic behaviour they've had because times have changed. It doesn't mean that they shouldn't be reprimanded for it, but they should be held accountable in line with the law.
Rather than opinion.
Jungle justice.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. But to be fair, Diddy went on trying to butt the law with that one. He wanted to get out there quickly.
Yeah, but
And he did. And that's kind of what's caused his situation, to be fair. But yeah, man. No, it's just, man.
We'll see what happens.
Do you know what it is? I personally could not understand, like, when a lot of these things will come out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, really though? Why is it always the same tactic? Blah blah blah.
What other tactic is there though?
But then I realized, like, men are legit scary, man. Certain men are legit weird. Like, certain men are legit scary people.
Weinstein.
Like, especially men that have power. And I always say this
Weinstein, bro.
Yeah.
Weinstein,
yeah. And I always say
Kelly.
this to women that I'm friends with. I vet any guy that I bring around you. Like, if I'm close with you, I vet any guy I bring around you.
how do you vote?
It has to be someone that I've been with in a situation with women before,
It's even harder
or
to vouch
or usually when I conversate with people, we usually have deep conversations. So I'll gauge by the way that person talks, how they will approach certain situations. So, for example, when I was doing, obviously I can't announce where it is, but you might know where it is, right? Cool. That was a very so that was a very vulnerable.
You're childish.
That was a very vulnerable situation for me to put myself in because I was bringing men around certain things that I don't know if they could deal with it properly. And there was one occasion, and I learned my lesson from that one occasion, and I said, "Yep, men, certain men are just."
I had something similar, but not like that. It's still on YouTube, and I don't know why I'm beating myself up for this. When I was in uni, Jazzy had his show on YouTube called Smokies.
Jazzy was like the comedian.
Yeah, Smokey Barbers. It's like, so when Smokey Barbers had like a YouTube series.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And I was on the Christmas episode, so we was there for long, like for the whole day. One of the girls on the episode is an active porn star, right? Yeah, didn't know this. Obviously, I was like, "Oh, so what do you?" I said, "I want to go to present it and whatever." And I was like, "Oh, so what are you doing at the moment?" Just thing. When she said it, obviously,
Black girl.
No, white girl.
Casually.
But we were talking in a casual conversation, but I've never been like the shock and horror. I think from then, like certain things, it takes a lot to like rattle me in it. So when she said that, I was like, "Oh, really?" It's like, yeah. And then I was like, but she was kind of like shy about it. And then obviously one of the guys fell out. He's like, "Well, man, will just give me like, you know, that mandem's aura of like, if I try
aura
to
changes,
kind of
isn't
thing."
it?
But I
Like,
was thinking, you got to understand, if you are a sex worker, having sex, being a sex worker, and then having sex in general play is two different mindsets. Yeah, like they literally separate sex from emotion, isn't it? Then obviously, like I was like, "What is your name on the thing?" Yeah, and when I looked up her name, I said, "Raw, safe." Yeah, I said, "Yeah." If my brother, I said, "I'm going to tell them you don't stand a chance. She'll eat you alive. You don't stand a chance." But I think you know that man them naturally have that thing of if I buck one of them like a sex worker, I'm rattling it. You ain't doing nothing, bro. Like they have sex professionally for money.
Yeah, and
on camera.
And this is the thing as well.
What
Like,
do you feel like picnic where
You know like that.
just relax.
and this is the thing. Like for them, it's very performative. Like they would do anything.
And it's stop. Like it's not.
Yeah,
It's not like.
It's not what. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not what people. Like when my guy used to live with rent his room to one of them.
Sex workers.
Yeah.
One of them sounds crazy.
One
one of them sounds mad.
I don't know if you can say the word.
One of them. You can say sex workers. Two of them. Dirty wine. Yeah, go on.
So we would like as soon as we come in the house.
Yeah.
As soon as we what did I say? As soon as we enter the house. As we enter the house, she'll hear us come in. And she'll be like, "Oh, you guys come. I need to have a talk. I want to talk with you guys. Oh, cool." So we'll go to her room, and she won't let you leave this room. Like it's like when I say she won't let you leave this room, like
I'm putting cases.
I'm a nice person, so I can't just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get up and go to the other room." There's nowhere to go with it. You have to be
outside. This is where you go.
No, but then outside, she'll follow you outside. So it's like, okay, cool. She knows you're in the house now.
We should have separation anxiety or something.
Huh?
We should have. Katie, you're stupid. Did she have separation anxiety or something?
She was okay. So what it was for me, what I believe it was, she was a white woman that loved the presence of black men. That's all it was. For me, that's all I think it was. Well, she said it was that. She kind of said it was that.
That's true.
She kind of implied it was
That's
that
also scary.
many times
Very
as well.
scary.
She said, not implied that she said it. So yeah, but yeah, no. When you walk into a room, the amount of sex toys, straps with spikes, has a little taser thing, loads of different stuff, and then she'll just be chilling.
You're not biting his finger. You're right there, mate.
She'll just be, but she turned my boy's bedroom into a dungeon, and that used to be mum's room that he rented out. But cool, innit? She turned it into a dungeon. What cool? Like,
Did she film content in there?
Yes. So what she would do is, so we'll be in a room, we'll be talking about something. All of a sudden she'll get a call. Back off her top, back off her trousers, take off her pants, and like start fingering herself in front of the camera, like. But then
Was that webcam?
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
damn.
the call would drop. As soon as the call drops, she'll be like, it's just a time waster again. She'll put her clothes back on and get back to a normal conversation. Like, just a normal conversation, like, just like that. Like, or
Switch.
she would just come into the room and she'll be like, look what happened to me today. She'll show her bum cheeks and they'll be mad. Like, she's a, obviously, white woman, they'll be
So
mad.
mad
What I
marks.
do.
Blood.
Because she's into
From
all
the
that.
ladle.
Yeah, pipes up and all that. Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Was she into them thing? You know, when people have that.
You can
that,
type her
that
name,
board.
but I won't say her name.
Nah.
Before
You know that board thing? You know that board? I said to my brother the other day, I was laughing, yeah? I was like, that board where, you know them kinky dons, where they lay down and they put their bit through the thing and the woman just jumps and stabs.
Oh, she's done that.
That's
Like,
scary.
she's put her hand, like, she's put her
Yeah, but
hand,
I'm not ready
she's
for
put her
it,
hand
I'm
in a, obviously in a guy's, you know what I'm saying, with another woman, and they're shaking hands inside the. It's mad. She's done every graphic thing under the sun. She's done every graphic thing under the sun. You walk in a room, she'll have a bottle of piss. Like a large bottle. See what Mark's got there? I don't know if to catch it. But a large bottle of piss.
He didn't even finish the sentence.
You know what's crazy?
Hey buddy, hey buddy.
They're shaking hands inside
You know
the.
what's crazy?
But she taught me, black people, we're not freaky like that. We think we're freaky. We're not.
Different levels.
Yeah, they're
I think, you know what it is?
Oh
I think there's a level
God.
of Pandora's box, yeah, that I don't think ever needs to be visited. And I think
they will
And-
visit.
and I think-
They walk on the moon.
I'm not
They
saying this.
don't
I said this before on pod. I've got friends who are footballers, yeah, and I think because of how active they are, the norms of certain things they can't do anymore. So everything has to be like really, really like elaborate and OTT. I'm happy there's a realm that I don't want to visit.
Yeah.
Like it's a bit too wild for me, innit?
You've not ever been to brothels?
No,
Nope.
I'm not
I think
ugly.
that realm starts with.
No, do you know what?
I'm not
Because
ugly.
I've obviously spoken
Inside
to guys
somewhere.
that have visited and been brothel
Oh, yeah.
back in the day and
I
whatever.
can't be there.
And just kind of touching on this topic, it was interesting.
I'm funny that you put.
Just
I'm more
touching
funny.
on
I'm
the
laughing you
topic.
put it a brothel. I've never heard it as a brothel. Like that.
Oh, what do you want me to call it? Whorehouse?
I call it a bee house.
Whorehouse? That's what I usually call it. An whorehouse.
I've never paid for sex.
But the difference is basically what they were saying was, or what they
I
had
see.
said,
They're stupid. I
is
see.
that,
They're stupid.
Yeah.
is that the women
Let me buy you a drink.
make them feel intimidated.
Yeah.
Just because, like, so that's why, you know, when Reese was saying about, like, you never, like, you can't compete with that, like, she'll treat like Pitney kind of thing. That's basically what guys
Because
that
they're
I've
not-
spoken to have said about whorehouses.
They're not, because they're not turned on by what they're doing. It's
No,
a
they're
job.
just
They've
like,
got their
oh,
KY
apparently,
gel
like,
and their
you've got,
lubes.
what, 10 minutes,
It's
Must have lubes.
get your trousers
yeah,
off,
it's-
come on.
yeah,
What
it's
red
like-
bottom? Yeah.
No, you know what?
It's trying
As
to
soon as you
I've heard like some of the stories
soon as you
where
said
my
lube,
guys have told me
God.
like he went to Amsterdam. First thing he did, handful of lube, slapped it on there. Listen, let's go.
like, we've not got a lot of time.
You
So
want
I was
to change
like, what would
positions?
you do
We're
when
adding
you
on an
can't-
extra 50. Like,
Yeah, what do you do when you can't get it up? Then they're like, they apparently they try and help you, and it's nothing. It's just like, it's like, I'm not sure those questions. I've got some sick friends.
Moving on from this topic, yeah,
Okay.
it's a bit mad.
Or,
There was a topic that I wanted you to kind of break down a bit more,
you
yeah.
okay, sweetie?
And you were talking about the lack of with like the lack of impact in movies, yeah.
All right. This is
Oh, whoa.
it's not really one, but it's one I was kind of thinking of. I have really random thoughts throughout the week. we, each and every single one of us in here, we talk in music, we talk in films, we talk in TV shows. I could say something and instantly someone in the room will know what I'm talking about because you remember the film, you remember the scene, you remember the characters, you remember the actors, you may even remember the music that was playing.
Yeah.
Like, don't bump the table, I'm trying to mix. If I say that, Mark's busting up because he instantly cracked up.
House party, baby.
If I said, my grandma gave me that chain. Oh, he gonna cry in the car. You know what I'm talking about. Like, Reese, me and you, we love ad-libs. So, like, from songs of yesteryear and even songs of today.
Tell me you 40, what, tell me 40. Yesteryear.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. But yeah. But you know what I mean? But for the generation of today, where everything is so quick and there's, I don't know, from what I can see, it's like nothing seems as memorable as things that have kind of come before that have been memorable, to the point where we now recite them as just second nature things as a part of our everyday. So, and we do this from music, TV shows, films, etc. So for the generations now, when they become old and they become us, and then they start talking, do you feel that they're gonna have the same type of high excitement that I can just say, yo, it's a Ferragamo. You know what Ferragamo is?
I think now it's turned into like memes and like internet or like IG stuff more than films.
I think girls as well have like certain phrases like period, for example, per.
I'll take those. I'll take those as just slang that comes up and changes with every generation that has.
But this generation, literally, their attention span is.
No, there's one I heard lasts a very long time. Standing on business. That's our favorite. What was the line that we came? Standing on business.
But what's that mean?
Like, you're standing on business.
What's your business?
I've done on ethics. I don't play the
Do you know
games.
what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Go on. Oh, God.
Hold on.
He's got the accent.
Hold on.
Is he going to do what I think he's going to do?
It means in our business.
I knew it.
That was terrible. That was actually terrible. The build up and everything was terrible.
Into the meal.
And it was terrible.
It means I don't business.
No seasoning.
It's basically I don't business. But I'm standing on business.
It's when you say it with emphasis like that, it's like, yeah.
Like when T.I.'s son was saying it, like,
yeah, until he got put in a headlock.
You can't do nothing with me, man.
You dickheads. You just go, you dickhead. You dickhead. King.
Yeah. T.I. was like, you can't do nothing with me, man. And he was had him in the chokehold. Nah. But you know what? I feel sorry for that kid.
I don't. I think he's a
Getting
brat.
choked out by your pops is crazy, bro. It's actually bad.
I actually think it's the parent. I think it's T.I. and Tiny's fault.
That's not the same. Tiny's not his mom.
Tiny's not his mom?
No.
Oh. I thought he looked like that because of Tiny.
No.
He got his teeth done.
So Tiny's not his mom?
No.
I thought Tiny was his mom.
No.
I don't really care. I don't care.
I don't know.
So that when T.I. had the show on MTV, King didn't live with them. King lived with his mom. He was only in the show.
I
Like,
never really watched it.
See, you know what it is for me. So I don't agree with what Tiny did then, because the way Tiny was talking on him, like, he likes to be at his grandma's house because he sucks a pacifier since he was 12 years old. It's like
Passy, they called it Passy. That's crazy.
yeah, it's like.
But it's true though. Why would you call it
Passy?
Passy?
At that point, it was all levity and it was all joyous. And then that boy decided he wanted to suddenly be a man.
No,
you're gonna let him play with me like that. It's like, yeah,
but you can't. This is the problem in the black community. Sometimes
nothing that they said was a lie.
We try to. Kids aren't allowed to express.
He's not a kid though.
No, he is a kid though.
He's not a kid.
No, as in they're his parents, right?
But he's not a kid anymore.
Okay, but I'm saying they're his parents, so kids aren't allowed. When I say kids, I don't mean like young kids, but I mean in general. He's obviously got some unresolved traumas.
But as you said,
and they're mocking him. Remember, this is a kid that's been online been on the internet since he was young, and all people have ever done is cuss him.
But then,
and then now you've got the mum or not even the mum, the standby mum.
Did you say unresolved trauma?
Wait, one second. There's two things. One,
he's mentioned he has
one standing on business is what he's doing. Two, he also falls into the guise of these rappers' children or famous kids who come up somewhat well off, who still want to live a tough life.
But he said he didn't grow up with T.I. though. He didn't live with him. He lived with the grandma.
But we don't know. This is what he said. We don't know.
You can't take his word for it.
Yeah, but
you can't take T.I.'s word for it.
Gab,
T.I. got arrested with 20 guns and came out in a year. Listen, man. I don't know.
But Gab, there's also Gab. Okay, Gab. Gab, but Gab, the one question is there not a thing within our community here where it's just like we always want to talk about the struggle because the struggle is the best thing we can talk about. Then when we have money and we have children, that child, because they want to see that they're in, they will want to still rap about the struggle. You have no struggle.
You're right, but that's not. But you're right. But then this is what I'm saying. You're right. But the way the internet views it is very unfair because when
it's full of idiots and dickheads.
When Coyle Ray came out and was speaking about Benzino, saying she grew up in the trap. She grew up in the hood, blah, blah, blah. Benzino didn't look after her, blah, blah, blah. And then there's literally pictures of them together when they're kids. And Benzino's like, what do you mean? I literally bought the house. You did. Like,
they're coming back at each other now.
These kids are going to do, and this is what I'm saying. Like, I feel as if they should. I feel as if, as adults, as the parents, they should have read that situation a bit better. And said, okay, listen.
Yeah, but it's so easy to say, oh, they should have done this, should have done that. Like, we don't know all the ins and outs.
We're not perfect.
And then when he got annoyed, Tiny said, "Oh,
how were they mocking him though?"
No, they are because they're making him seem like he's a clown.
He is.
They're making him seem like he's a clown.
So you don't see him as a brat.
But sorry,
acting out.
No.
I don't know much about him.
Gabriel, you got to put it into context. You got to put it in context. Mm-hmm. First of all, they're in a box at an American football game, so they're obviously in a place where you're kind of. Keeping control of yourself, you're watching how you behave, even though you're enjoying the game and even you're
lock off the live, bruv.
Yeah, exactly.
That's annoying.
Okay, number one. Number two, it first started as a just random conversation of this is what happened. No, he's saying this is what happened. Again, being cool, being calm. Okay. The parents are laughing, he's laughing. He then suddenly gets offended. The conversation hasn't changed though.
They make it seem like, okay, so what if you turn around and said to T.I., alright, Dad, you thought that you grew up in the hood, but you got arrested for 20 guns and came out in a year. So.
Yeah, but that's not all T.I.
What's that got? No, that's not what T.I. is all about.
Gabriel,
and you stuck on that.
Said that to me was trying to
Gabriel, in that situation, why did T.I. Gabriel,
Gabs, we heard you the first time.
Why did T.I. get locked up in the first place? Because he didn't open his mouth.
It's not the first. It's not the first time he's been to jail.
Why did he go away in the first place?
He did open his mouth.
No, that's not why he went away. He went away because he didn't open his mouth.
According to his story, but from the law, I mean, if you get arrested with 20 guns, 20 guns,
you are so stuck on
guns
this.
And they're illegal weapons, right? And he was dealing some of these weapons, right? And to come out in a year, it's unheard of. I don't even think Diddy can do that.
What state was he living in at the time?
Oh, I never know.
And that's the important
there you go.
It's still a year.
There you go. There you go, buddy.
It's been broken down.
Not broken down well enough.
There's no way. No, because
maybe they didn't have enough evidence.
Gab, I don't think.
Gabe, you're trusting the internet a lot, my guy.
Gab, firstly, that's why I asked that question. Secondly, answer Old's question because we've deviated. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think kids of this generation will be boring because we're looking at it from the vantage point of us, right? Yeah, and though it's a microwave generation, I have younger siblings who are part of Gen Z that still listen to Aaliyah and still listen to 90s R&B and still listen to that. Yeah. So and still like Lion King and still like these things. So the information and all the other stuff, like that shit's still there. Like, right? Yeah, long live the king and all that, bruv. It's still there. Sorry, like they can still go back. Okay, we don't know about it. We've never seen it.
Perfect example, right?
Oh, jeez.
Never seen like it.
Perfect example. No, I've seen Lion King.
What one?
That's the one where they raise him off the roof, innit?
Do you know what?
In the like
the roof. The upper room. The roof, you know.
You made that sound.
He would have got
He called it
exactly
the
what he
roof.
said when he said Long Live the King. But he just called it Raising Man off the Roof. Oh, wow.
No, it was a roof or a mountain or something.
It's a roof. When they
I mean, there's a
live in
big difference.
Pride Rock, when they live in the great outdoors.
What Lion King have you seen? The Beyonce one?
Or the animation one?
I've seen the one where someone's being held like this.
No. The animation one or the live action?
The CGI
When
one.
someone's been held like this,
Animation
you know the
cartoon.
characters?
Yeah.
I saw the cartoon.
You sure?
When did you see it?
Yesterday.
I would have seen it in passing. Like when I was a kid.
Passing.
Yesteryear.
I've come across. Like, I don't know the story. No, that's it.
Fuck off
Mufasa
right
was
there.
being hung off the
roof.
The
roof.
Was he being hung or was he clinging on?
I've seen the cartoon where someone's holding someone like this.
Wasn't he being hung off like this?
No, that's not Mufasa.
That's when Simba was
That's
born.
Simba was born,
gets
and
held by
Rafiki's got him.
like this.
I think he got him like this on the cliff top.
You know
And he
who
marks his
Rafiki
forehead.
is?
Okay, I've seen the picture. Okay, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen it. So
James L. Jones, bro.
But I was even gonna, just so I don't even forget, yeah. So obviously, O said what he said, and then you said the kids won't be boring. And then O mentioned something months ago, and he was like, the kids in his school was doing the noise.
Oh
Yeah.
That was ages ago, man.
Ages ago, but you see how they're little kids,
And they still
and
understand
that's
it.
still been happening from when. So it kind of gets passed down. Like
If it's funny, they will fuck with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you look at kids now, yeah, if you look at like or even like my brother's age, yeah, like 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds, they know 50 Cent. They grew up on Get Rich or Die Trying. Like they know who he is. They know him for the cheekiness, but they also know they were raised off of many men.
Which death on me.
It's just for them to go back and do that.
Stop it.
Oh, talking about kids as well. Not in that way. As a father, what has been your proudest moment as a dad? Is that 2.5 Men?
Give me!
You're a joker.
Give me, man.
You're a joker.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. We had to finish it. See what I'm saying? That's exactly my point, though.
That's true.
No,
proudest
okay,
moment.
sorry. What's your favourite thing about being a father, and what's your least favourite thing?
Send your daughter home.
I was thinking that.
Favorite thing is when my daughter teaches me things. Like, she's, every once in a while, she'll show me a tune, and I'm like, whoa, what do you...
Would you know about this?
And now, like, it's a tune that I've added to playlists, and like, it's like, whoa, okay. Like, it's, because it's nice to see the influence of both her parents on what she likes, but then there's also the person that she is, and seeing what it is that she likes for herself, and then learning that outside of her as well. Love that. This kid's expensive.
Say kids or this kid's
So these kids are expensive.
I just drop those kids off, can you?
Fuck those kids.
Like I heard one person say that. I heard one person say, like, obviously, their least favorite is being real, that they can't always be there.
Yeah.
And I thought, raw.
Yeah. It's just 24 hours. I absolutely love spending time with her. So it's just being more time. That'd be great. I think one of the greatest moments was when she saw a picture of George Clinton, and she started singing One Nation Under a Roof.
He was like,
I'm done.
I thought
My work is done here. I'm done. You know what I mean? I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. She's good.
Jeez.
Like G-Funk.
You got Google, man.
For a person who's involved in music, that's crazy that you don't know.
Wow.
Dr. Dre sampled the hell out of him, boy.
Everyone
sampled the hell out of him.
Yeah, crazy. No, that's a crazy straight away.
The first bit, and then the second bit. He said, oh.
He doubled down.
Oh, wow.
He doubled down, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
As Mark wants to be on this naughty mode, yeah, he had a story to tell us about naughty neighbours?
Naughty 40s. Hey.
I'm looking at him. He looks like Dennis Rodman.
Look at you, bro.
He does. Oh my god. Shit.
Oh,
He does.
yeah. Let me get the dish thing. Go on, Mark, sorry.
Oh, shit.
That's it, that's not a problem. Not by the guy, it's like you.
Okay, alright. So, man hires his neighbour. Are you right there?
Yeah, no, just looking at pictures of him.
Looking at yourself, yeah?
He's very alternative.
It looks alternative. Eclectic.
Yeah.
But you're going, man does what?
A man hires his neighbour to impregnate his wife, then sues him after 72 failed attempts.
Man let a man sleep with his missus
I
72
didn't know he
times.
sued. I didn't know that was a lot. What?
You let a man sleep with your missus 72 times.
Sorry, that before you sued.
No, but I'm trying to find out from someone who's got kids how many attempts it took them, man. Because
No, that's not the last. That's not the last thing.
72.
Oh, there's more.
There's more.
72 attempts.
There's more.
Oh wait.
Because then
See.
he found out. He found out he was sterile.
The neighbour.
Sterile.
The neighbour knew this.
So the neighbour.
No. What was that?
No,
I'm not saying that.
No, what was that?
No, I'm not saying that.
Sterile.
Blanks.
That's a story.
The neighbour was
So
he knew this.
his wife had to admit that the kids that he's got ain't his.
Wait, what?
Wait, who was sterile?
This is a naughty.
The neighbour.
The neighbour.
The
was...
neighbour who done the neighbour for like 72 times with his wife didn't get her pregnant, and then no. So that guy who couldn't get her pregnant was like, and then he done a check and realised that he was shooting blanks,
He could get his own wife
and then
pregnant.
he realised his wife had to admit that the wife, his wife, the kids they got ain't his.
So what you're saying here
Wait, so
is that he's hired
man
already
was
married.
married.
Can we do this by names?
Man.
So
Alright,
the husband is called Tim.
Yep.
Yeah. The neighbour's called Fred.
alright.
Yeah. So the wife wanted another baby. Joan wanted another baby.
Karen.
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Joan wanted another baby. Yeah. And Tim couldn't provide. So Tim asked his neighbour Fred. Yeah. To have
Come
sex
do
with
this
his
thing,
wife, and then he would pay him, and then they would adopt the child or
Yeah.
he donors his child. Cool.
However,
Fred failed 72 times.
Yeah.
Or Fred basically just weren't trying to finish
Yeah.
where he was meant to. And then Tim was wondering why he no longer could have kids or why it wasn't happening.
No.
no.
Fred
Fred
had a
is
checkup.
married. I think that's the thing that
Yeah.
everyone's-
Fred had a
realised.
checkup
And
and was like,
realised
"What's going on here?"
He can't have kids, but he's
And then
still
his
got
wife,
kids.
Fred's wife
Come
admitted.
on. Does Fred's wife know that?
That's what I want to know.
Does Fred's wife know that Fred was
Hired.
Banging.
hired to?
I don't know that.
Okay, cool. That's what that is.
But-
I
There
think
we
it's
go.
all dirty
Fred-
secrets. I
Fred
don't think his
wife
knew.
Had to admit that, yo, these kids, they ain't yours.
Wow. So what you really
English gonna be
what
one
happened was
Yeah, that's too much.
it's more the outcome.
Too much
is
swapsies, isn't it?
surprising than you would think, because you think the problem would be between Tim and his wife, or Tim and Fred and the wife.
Apparently, there's problems
But
all
the,
over.
problem, the problem's more with Fred and his wife,
Man. Sounds
because
like
he was man.
That was in Germany, by the
What's
way.
a way to find
Oh,
out?
that makes sense.
and it's a real story.
That makes sense.
And who's the guy? The guy that hired the guy that hired the person to press his wife. Tim.
Press's wife is crazy.
With his joint, what he's joint.
He's nice with him.
Hey, Tim.
Call him out, Tiny Tim's crazy.
Sorry.
Hey, Tim. No wonder.
That's a lot of.
It's a lot. It's a lot of pasta.
Intersexuality.
I was gonna say a lot of pasta.
What should we say that?
That's a lot of pasta.
Do you know what that means?
Passa.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Passa's wahala.
Basically, yeah.
Wahala. Come on, man. Look.
By the way, you know what I think is
Yeah,
funny?
no.
By the way, you know what I think is funny? For a Caribbean or a Jamaican, he didn't just say, "Pasta means problem."
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, "Wahala."
So he reverted
You know
to
what
he
it
reverted
stands for,
to.
right?
Yeah, but man's half and half. You get it.
Oh, so,
Oh, you're a hybrid. Okay, cool.
hybrid thing.
Man's one half yard man and next half. You know what I'm saying.
Because we're going to this next topic here, the next topic kind of goes into like success
Oh,
and longevity because he's been trying to do the Jamaican thing for the longest time.
And failing every time.
And guess what? He's had no success in doing it.
I've improved in my joint.
No, you haven't.
What?
Will you what?
My joint, like what? Not that. See, that's the problem.
You improved. Hey,
Hey, yo.
Kadia beat me to the punchline. Kadia took my punchline. I'm burning, bruv. I'm burning. How dare you?
As like for me, like yeah, I'm improving in my yard, man.
Oh, okay, that's how you should have said it.
Yeah.
Oh, you think you're improving, or are you asking us?
And I've been realised, obviously, I'm more in touch with my Jamaican.
Do you want to ask us?
What word?
I'm more in touch with
You wanna ask us? You want to ask us?
Okay, wait. Oh, let's do a little test.
Why don't you ask
Let's do a little test, Katie. Let's do a little test.
Good.
What are the Marines? Who are the Marines?
Why would you ask me a question?
I'm not the Jamaican one, so that.
You're more Jamaican than me, so
Yeah,
Listen, we don't do that.
What language do the Marines speak?
We don't do that.
That I don't know, but my great grandma was part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know that.
But my great grandma was dog everywhere else.
Alright,
But
let me
that's
ask you a
okay.
question.
No, but maybe
I've asked you this question before.
Can I just say something about
Should be
Gabriel?
easy question.
Go on.
Should be easy question. What would you do with 2 fowls in his yard?
See,
And there you go.
What I want to say though about that.
You know when he goes, see,
Gabriel will dig deep and find the most
random.
You know who Gabriel is? You know who Gabriel is? You know who Gabriel is? Gabriel is Black Rishi Sunak.
Yeah,
Gabriel
Gabriel will research random things about culture and then throw it at
the
them.
Marines aren't random. They're a very integral part of Jamaican culture.
It's not random.
They're very integral.
Even me,
They're like the beginning, bro.
Exactly,
Yeah.
they're literally the beginning.
they are.
In the beginning, in the beginning.
And they have like their own Marine villages where they speak another language.
I can't remember the language.
Shanti.
Yeah, I know that. I don't know.
So
That's like Gabriel. That's like going, yeah, I'm
I'm
British, but I'm like Guy Fawkes. Anybody give a fuck?
No, but you should know your
Anybody give a
country's
fuck?
history though.
Anybody give a fuck?
I live in the
No,
UK.
but Gabriel
I've been,
was
you know what? No, that's cheeky. I live in the UK. And the only historic thing I remember is the Battle of Hastings.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what I'm saying.
not British though.
There's a whole new history. I don't know.
There you go.
Sorry, wait. Gabriel. Why was
I
that such a...
I didn't consent.
So again,
I didn't consent.
So again, Mark, I'm not going to talk about success and longevity. Two things that Gabriel is failing at. Mark, you had a question about music and longevity and success.
Yeah, and I've got an example as well. Yeah.
What's yours?
Twice.
Twice.
What's more important, success or longevity?
What did you say?
What's more important? What did I say?
Yeah, every time, man. Every time.
Longevity.
You went before that.
Success.
Okay, cool. You said it before that.
Didn't I? My bad.
A lot of people are not wheezing today. I swear to God, I can't.
Every time.
You ask Gabriel first and then go to Katie.
Oh.
A what?
It was that quick, Reese, you know. It was.
You said it twice as well, though, boy. He was like,
Okay, can you hear it? Never would have made it. Longevity, yeah.
Look at Andre 3000. You can put out an album playing the food and outsell the majority of modern rappers right now.
No, you got wide because you said the first part.
yeah, because you got Lauryn Hill still touring.
I'm still being late.
And not even that, part of longevity is being able to make money from publishing. So people sampling your music. So for example, like you can be successful. Successful is technically one single does more than successful. 100%. Like you are successful because
For that moment.
yeah, but that will count successful because you cracked the haven't done it for a long period of time. That's where longevity comes in. After doing it for a long period of time.
I think it's like with longevity, there has to be an element with longevity, lengthivity. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, with longevity, it's long.
Did you man ever wear long johns?
What?
Alright, no, we're not gonna bitch. I'm gonna ask this fucking question.
I'm not bitch.
Long johns are
You're
bad.
a master, because I'm not a bitch.
My mum bought me some long
I
johns.
guess what?
I'm married.
Gabriel, you're gonna hear this. You're gonna hear this. My dad is northern, yeah?
Yeah.
My grandma used to have my dad's like long johns, and I used to blatantly say, you're a bitch.
Yeah, no, they-
And they was like, mad. They was like, don't you ever wear long johns? I said, no. Same way I did, but I used to wear my brother Under Armour. If you're outside and you're worried about being cold, you're kicking ball, you're not running enough. Run. Forrest. Gump.
I would, but then again,
Are we a woman?
probably no. But then again, probably not because I don't actually wear leggings underneath jeans, so I probably wouldn't.
So with longevity, what I really think is
Thank you.
Fair.
Just ruined the whole thing, where you got to wear long johns.
I mean, not
oh my god. You've got, with longevity, there has to be an aspect of success
Yeah.
for you
That's initial.
in order for you to make it as long as you have. So with success, you're not always guaranteed longevity with that.
Yeah.
So I choose longevity because success comes with longevity.
Unless you're Michael Jackson, unfortunately his time was cut short. But
See, but he's not got Michael Jackson's got longevity.
I'm saying
He's got longevity because his legacy still lived on. He's
It's true.
influencing people. So there's longevity
He can
still there.
still, I hope he can still be successful and still be longevity going on in his career.
What's all that about? What?
That's time
The
frame.
hand signs.
That's a time frame. Look, what's wrong with that?
Okay.
I think the people who, it depends, I think you can tell when people don't make music, when people make music for the lick, because it's just a lot. Like you can
One hit
tell,
wonders.
like you can tell that they're based on like the volume of the way they put out music. And the artists who have like that, who are in it for the long haul, you'll look at it more so from a point of like, from a hip hop point, you look at your Kendricks, your Coles, your, now what, 12 years?
Somewhere.
12 years.
Talented creators.
Oh, yeah, Tyler Creator, same thing. And if you go before them, we're looking at your, what's the word?
Well, before that,
Kanye
Rick
West.
Ross.
Rick Rosses.
Yeah.
Then before that, you're looking at your JDs, your Nas's, like, and that's like early 90s. So that's like a 30-year career off of a 50, what's hip hop? Like
50 years.
So that's 30 years within a 50-year window. So then you didn't even get for R&B artists. Mary J. Blige's are still active. Keisha Cole is still active. Yeah, but he's in a band before. Like I said, R&B. He was funk.
Funk and soul before it became R&B.
It's different. So I'm like, let me move back down the timeline.
You know, he didn't have longevity.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm not. Okay, she does. Based off legacy.
Mary J. Mariah Carey.
When you look at Whitney Houston's
She has
career,
longevity. We're not doing that.
no,
Behave. No.
Watch your mouth, Gabe.
No, wait.
No.
Wait. You know,
No.
she took a
No.
long break, like a long break, and then came back,
I
and then
think
became
that
an
counts,
R&B
though.
artist. And when she became an R&B artist, the music just wasn't the same, and she was out of her depth.
I don't think
Around
having any
the
races
No.
makes sense.
No.
Come on.
No, you come on.
No, the later.
You're targeting her, man.
I'm saying the
You
later.
said she became
That's your opinion, though.
R&B artist?
So you like the later Whitney Houston?
Yes.
So I'm not
Like what? Come on, let's be real.
I am being real.
No, what? I don't believe. Come on, man.
You don't believe me? I'm being honest
So you
here.
like the R&B?
I didn't mind it.
But,
I liked it.
But what I'm saying, compared to the other R&B artists at the time, she was out of her depth.
How's she out of her
Yeah,
depth?
but that's
Wasn't-
That's
when
your
you're
opinion,
comparing.
though.
That's what you're comparing. Why are you comparing?
No. What I'm saying is because she took the break, the long break. But then I did say she has got longevity.
I don't want to get in a music conversation with him.
But I did say she has got
I
longevity
heard from the
because of her
last episode
legacy.
you've done this, you're not doing it again, so let's not do it again.
It's him.
Because of her legacy, she's got longevity.
Let's not do it again.
That's a legacy act. So
Yeah, so that's what I said. I
50
changed
Cent has
it. Yeah.
50 Cent does as well. Like, if we're asking the question of what's more
Biggie
important,
had a short career, but
Sorry,
longevity.
my answer would have been longevity, by the way. So let me just go into this discussion.
but you can be, obviously you can have short-term,
Great album, yeah.
you can have short-term success.
It wasn't great. Come on.
His music opinion makes me want to fight.
Yeah.
Why does he do
You know
this?
R&B
do
albums work
Honestly,
good.
it really
Why do
does.
you
But,
You know
but
what
alright,
R&B
let me
albums
just set this
do.
right now.
And
Let me wait.
Wait.
Let me just set this right now.
Yeah.
I'm not taking your opinion. You know why?
Why?
Because you picked your man over MJ.
Yeah,
Case
that's
solved.
ridiculous. I
Case
forgot
solved.
about that,
Okay,
yeah.
Hey, no, case solved.
But Reece,
No,
you
no.
get what I'm saying when I say, okay, cool. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo at United and at Real Madrid, right? When he went to Man United, right, in the first season, he was still good, right?
Recently.
Yeah, recently. When he came out. In the first season, he was still good. But if you compare what he was in the first season to what he was when he was at Real Madrid, it is bad. That's all I'm saying. Whitney Houston's R&B
Different
albums
age.
were bad. It's not age, she was out for depth then because the sound
That is your opinion.
Diddy had come and introduced a new kind of
Now that argument is flawed. Right, yeah. The structure of Man United is an effing mess. Right, yeah. Ronaldo is when he was at Man United, is 37.
37,
No,
38.
was 37.
Yeah.
And even then, as a 37-year-old, he was still outperforming younger with players who should be more effective than him. If Ronaldo was their ages, respectfully, if they was like for ages, that man couldn't clean his boots as a winger or a 9. Right, yeah? So it's not a fair comparison. Here's the thing here's the fair comparison, yeah? We may not have rated Whitney's music in that sense, but
I heard her earlier stuff.
But even at that stage, to her fans, she was still rated. She did numbers. Mariah Carey is gold from January to November. All I want for back again.
Yeah, okay, but we're
you
talking
can't-
literally now that she's at the very, very end of her career. Whitney Houston, in her prime, took a long hiatus. Obviously, there's probably personal issues. I'm not a big fan of her, so I don't know
We know.
what's going on. But I think
No,
we
we know
because of
you're not a
other
fan.
stuff.
Yeah, but you got
You've made it very clear.
No, I like the beginning. Her songs, like the first songs and whatnot, like the beginning
The fact
stages.
that she's still
Prime
being
Whitney
spoken
Houston.
about till this very
She's got
day.
longevity. Yeah, I
It's
took it back.
longevity.
Yeah,
Like,
she's got
anybody,
longevity.
mate.
Like,
I'm
she's
trying to think of anyone who's a one-hit wonder.
No, but you can't
Whitney
act
Houston
like figures of value.
Yes.
Like, so you actually like R&B albums? Really?
She only had one R&B album.
So you like it?
Yes.
Top 10?
Mate, the songs on
Out of what?
Central. It's
R&B
about
albums,
different
right?
Yeah, but Gabriel, there are
There's lots of albums I've heard.
albums out there that ain't gonna make the top 10 that are still amazing.
Well, it's Whitney, innit?
Mate,
It
doesn't matter.
one of her films was made
I
as a
could-
musical.
listen,
We're not doing this.
Invincible for me isn't one of my favourite MJ albums, but it's
It's
still a
got
good
some-
album.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about MJ to
It's
get-
still a good
I don't want to talk about
album.
music with this guy.
I can't. It's
I
not
can't.
gonna-
Shit! Oh god, he drags me.
Look at him smiling too.
I don't know.
A villain.
I feel like Gabriel purposely wants to be a wind-up on this situation.
But I think even the biggest of Whitney Houston fans admit that her
Oh
later
my
stint in R&B
Yeah, but this
wasn't where it was.
Yeah, but you're just saying that.
And it was an anticipated.
You are
return,
just
and
saying
it
that.
was
Gabriel,
wrong. And the numbers actually showed
But
it
you're
was
just
wrong.
saying that.
Let me just.
So you're one of those people. Okay.
Well, I'm saying the numbers showed it was underwhelming.
No, forget numbers. Let's just talk about the songs. Particular songs, singles, right? Your Love Is My Love. That wasn't a good tune.
I hated it though.
It's not really, but what I'm saying.
Sorry, for the
compare
time it
to
came
what's
out. For the time it came
right
out.
Then, though. No, it was.
Well, Jamaicans even flipped the song.
Hello.
I like the.
Hello.
Yeah.
Your people flipped it.
Excuse you?
I just want to see
No,
it.
Heartbreak Hotel. That
No,
is
no,
an
no,
album.
no, no, no,
Faith
no,
Evans.
no. We're not
Kelly
talking about
Price.
Jamaicans don't flip anything. Just sit in a barbershop for 5 minutes. You'll hear 100 remixes.
Yeah.
Hey, don't talk about my people like that.
No,
Wait, don't talk about my people like that. Hey, hey, yo,
They flipped anything.
hey, careful now.
You know that?
Hey,
They do it. It's very, they're very talented at doing it. But they do flip everything. Everything.
I want everybody to stop. See, I see what I did there, Michael Jackson
I
Bags.
love that, bro.
Everyone stops.
I've heard some mad Jamaican remixes, but I need to go back to the barbershop. I miss them still.
Gabriel, I don't like you. Moving on. Go on.
That's
you
where I
know
first
what
heard.
you're
yeah, can we move on, please?
Who's calling me? Hold on,
Go on, Reece, what you saying? She's trying to work people up.
No, pick it up, it's a private car.
I'm actually shocked that
That's
they
what
got
I
it.
mean. Of course, because I'm a real yard man. He's been in the streets of Tivoli. And a couple man ain't been there.
Don't get gas.
I ain't been there. Spanish Town Medea. Tivoli Medea.
You've not been Jamaica.
I have, bro.
No, you have not.
What?
No, you have not.
Spanish Town. If you ever went there, you will be there now. Stop.
Yes, I will.
Oh.
You know me,
I'm
it's
not telling you.
No,
Yard, man.
If you can't know me, man. Shower.
Car bringing up in
Listen, remember,
Sorry.
throughout this whole podcast, my Jamaican accent, it's not the best, but you know, it comes from years of experience. And every time I drop it, Reese is always like, man, I'm about to knock your ass up, something like that. Gabriel, you've taken a lot of slack off me, and I appreciate that. I'm not gonna lie, I do.
No,
Thank you.
I put my Jamaican.
All the failures are now on you.
At least you're.
I think my Jamaican.
You think?
And when it comes to Jamaican music as well,
That's just
you
it.
know, what you might know about Barrington Levi? Them not know about Barrington Levi. Them not know about Barrington Levi. They don't know about
The only Levi you know is Roots. Okay?
Barrington. They don't know about
Come get your mans in them.
What?
We need to talk about.
It's actually not okay.
We need to talk about like your personal like.
Don't try and test Jamaicans on Jamaicans.
No,
Westernized or not.
Listen, we need to talk about people proudest moments of 2023. I know Gabriel is an attempt to speak Dutch. And he's telling me about unknown callers. I know he's singing with.
I reminded you of a banger though.
I know he's singing it with his mom calling him Oliver.
But I reminded you of a banger. That song is too cold.
We're near December. This is around the corner. Literally. If we've had Spotify wrap up, we can talk about what we're.
That's true. We can do podcast.
Who wants to go first?
Oh, Gabriel. What's Ola's favourite moment? Proudest moment of 2023?
I'll say.
I'll pick it up if it's a private
He
car.
said that time that he said and we actually saluted him for it, but I can't remember
There's not many times.
It was one hit wonder.
No, when he was singing Dust Check was the time I gave Gabriel ratings. Mine is Drift. I think Drift every day.
You think Drift's better?
No, I just love Drift.
The flow in the Drift is better.
Oh, it's like stutter.
Yeah, it's like that,
Girl, drop, quick up.
It's I don't know. I would say being able to bounce back from. Not started it, man.
Oh, you bastard!
Started it.
The bad being right.
The bounce back man.
Down the steps.
Bounce.
But obviously,
It's
That's a question.
Loretta.
I got one question. So do bands make you dance?
this is crazy.
No, bounce does.
This is crazy, man.
Look at him.
Crazy. This is crazy. But I'll say being able to come back from. I've been working with artists for a very long
You
time.
never do what?
I've been working with artists for a very long time, and some artists I've spent a very, very long time with, obviously no longer work with me no more because of whatever's happened. But I would say still finding it in me to keep going, and you know. Oh my god!
I didn't want to say that, but you know, he was just going.
Yo, but I'll say remain that sticking with the task at hand. You know, getting stuff done with my.
Well, this sounds like a post-match conference after you just giving the game madness. It was a little harder than you again, but we managed to work our way through the middle.
We came through it. Like what?
I'll say yes, sticking to the task at hand, and you know, getting a couple music videos shot with my artist, and I would say getting the label off the ground, cool. And I would say also, helping my friend, with Welcome to the Culture in America. Helping my American friend. Oh, yeah, that was good.
I climbed the mountain. It was great.
How did it feel to have the wind run through your hair?
You know when you start to answer as well. Oh, wait. No. It's cool. It's cool. You dream forward and then you go back. It's quite good. Yes, anyway.
You don't carry on. Yeah, so
I got the Power Island this year. It was great.
Is that the time? Is that the time you went Ireland or something? Isn't it?
Yeah. Went to Wales and almost. You're such a foolish person. Yeah, I went to Wales and.
That time we went to Ireland. Yeah, I went to Wales. Oh God, I'm dying. That's fucking hilarious.
Went to Wales and got to just walk up the island. It was great. Never done it before in my life. So it was almost died doing it. Not literally, but yeah, it's just mountains are no joke. Look at mine, but yeah, I can do that. Nah, that's a lot. But it was great to stand on the top and just sit down and
Crazy.
That's good. Crazy.
stand up on it, yeah.
What's wrong with us today? For God's sake. What's wrong with us today?
That sentence was absolutely ridiculous.
There's been too many.
Gabriel's eyes went.
Episode, I can't cope.
Gabriel's eyes did this.
No, because you know, I've been doing well this episode. You ain't been like, you
I
know
was
what I'm saying?
avoided a lot. That's what I didn't even say.
Where,
Where are you going?
I've done quite a few things I wanted to. Obviously, I would say work-wise, I've been more successful in this year. Within this company than any other company job role that I've ever done. Like to this point where I can actually see my career developing. Like before I got to Jessie, I was worrying about am I going to be in a job where I don't see any career development, this, that, and the third. And there's just been progression in every stage. I don't feel stagnant, whereas I always have, I've only, obviously, the company's given me the opportunity to do that, but I've had to push myself as well. And it's been hard, but that, and we've got leaps and bounds to go, but I think we've come a long way from where we was when I first started and joined and stuff, and I feel like we're learning more and more, daily, weekly, whatever, but I think, for me, this has also been a bit of a success because over time I've treated it more like a job and not like a hobby, and just made sure I've fit this into my lifestyle. Yeah, really, it's not like just turn up. Like I fit it into like my plans and stuff. Like even booking holidays, making sure I try and book them where I can only miss one session rather than two. And just treat it like booking annual leave and putting my annual leave in the park and making sure it gets accepted so I can go.
You're stupid.
It's when you say annual leave, I love it. But I think this year's been better for me, much better for me than the last.
That's the most. I do not hate that.
I know.
So patronizing.
You, babe. Oh, yeah. Thank you, darling. Mark, please.
I don't think I'm really proud of it. I don't think I've done anything of like circumstance.
Huh?
You have.
No, I don't think I have. Of circumstance for me, I don't think I've done anything which I can be. Yeah, but that's not something we're talking about.
Okay.
But I think but that's like life stuff. I mean, like for me, where I feel like it's a proud moment, personal. I ain't done nothing of anything. Like I dropped weight, great. I might have diabetes, great. Like there's nothing that I can be like, well, like
I dropped weight, great.
I might have diabetes. You know, I'm trying to say there's nothing where I'm like, oh my god, like it's a proud moment. And I think, especially as a guy, when it gets near your birthday, you kind of. Yeah, but that's what guys will do. Like, a lot of guys will celebrate their birthdays. When it gets your birthday, you're kind of like,
What have I
it's
done?
not. I haven't done nothing where I feel like I've kind of put in the work or like reason I gave it. Yeah, like so for me, it's like it was cool. Probably the hardest year I've had mentally, but I haven't done anything where I'm like, yeah, that was a bit of me. Maybe in next year, year after, I'll be like, yeah, I'm the shit in the urine again. For now, I'm like, okay, cool. My skin's good. I mean, my health could be better, but I'm in decent shape. So that's me, innit, Mark?
Me, I think it's been more of an up and.
By the way, being a pretty boy is not something you can claim at your age.
I never have.
For a while now,
A couple of stuff. Doing my solo trip for my birthday was something I never thought I would do. and I'm proud I've done it, but it's not something I really enjoyed. I just wanted company, man. Maybe. Even even recovering from my breaking my collarbone was. Well, I broke it October last year, but the recovery took me into this year as well, beginning of this year, and then doing the football training with one of my boys. That was hard, but I'm glad I done it because I really saw a change. Even like battling with sometimes the photography part, I didn't feel creative to be in that zone at all. And then it just took a couple of friends. We went to that beach in Bournemouth, and I was just like,
tranquil.
nice beach, man.
It's one of the best.
So yeah, that kind of like made me think, rah, okay, still got something. So there's that. And definitely, I'll definitely say the same thing with the pod. It's been, I wouldn't say much has changed, but things have changed as well. Just the way we structure the pod, just the way we are with the pod. Sometimes I look back at certain things or look back at certain clips and still busting up like I wasn't there. Like I'm in the room. So yeah, but and it's just healthy relationships with certain friends and family that I really appreciate. Like one of my brothers, Shaquille, big shout out to you. He's just now got into photography as well. So I've been kind of like showing him the ropes. And it's just weird because like we've never been the closest, but that has brought us closer. Yeah, so that's been a great thing. And my dad's seen it and he's just like, rah. So things like that, I really appreciate. So yeah, I just hope a lot more happens next year. And health wise, I think I'm okay. I feel okay, but we'll see it.
Yeah, man. I just want to say, I think you've done a good job, man. You've been consistent with the podcast. Like,
I think that's always been our goal. Like,
just to be consistent.
yeah.
I feel a lot of consistent this year.
You've never missed like you know podcasters do this thing of like take a month break and come back for another season.
I think that's weird.
And if there is a week you miss, it's because it's something out of everyone's control. Like, yeah, man.
So whenever someone goes to me, we need to do your podcast, bro. The episodes are there. When you're ready, the episodes are there.
They're all
The episodes are there, bro. Like, don't tell me that. The episodes are there. Like,
Oh yeah. So why don't you touch on? Well, if you listen to it, not
touch on what, bro? What's the episode, bro?
Oh, have you ever spoken?
But it's a lesson. It's a lesson that a lot of people can learn, though. Even me myself, like I look at it and I learn from it. It's being persistent and consistent and always showing up and doing it.
Well, I don't know. Do you not think like sometimes like me, Mark, K, or just like I don't want to fucking go.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Like, it's cold, bro. Like none of us want.
I'm happy that
I got ready today.
It makes it easier.
I got ready today, like.
Yeah, from home, innit?
It's like, you don't have to say nothing. It's just like,
bro, man, I had the hot water bottle on my back. I had a hot drink before I left. I stepped outside. I thought I'm on the phone to Kieran, bruv. Like the way my hat's down over my headphones, yeah, my earlobes were burning. Yeah. That's how cold it was burning. Like, can I play football? I play football in a snood. Like, I don't even like. You know when man has a snood like it's a bally? No. I've got it like where it's just over my ears and it's hanging off like a noddy hat. Just so my ears are warm, bro.
But no, like it is mad because I remember there's certain episodes where I think me, Reese, they've looked at each other like, but as soon as the camera and as soon as recorded, it's just like
it's natural
good to go.
It's natural because even though you guys have topics. A lot of spontaneous topics get thrown in, and it's very, very natural. So it's not like you're not watching like a scripted show.
Yeah.
Like even like when Tori was here, he used to say the same thing. It's genuine chemistry you're watching.
Jodeci boots.
Like that was and that was the only podcast that Tori came back and every week, because at the time as well, like we was doing quite a few. That was the only one who was like, I have to be here.
I miss that guy, man.
So, yeah,
he called me a villain. Tori used to call me a villain.
Tori used to love it. Loved it.
But there's, I can't lie, like, especially, I think what happened, especially in the early days, literally, like, we didn't really have subjects sometimes. We just used to start conversations, and it just went that way. But no one could tell. No.
Yeah, you think, I guess no one could tell
That first
until
episode
now
appalling.
that there's.
That first episode
Bare
appalling.
eating.
That first episode appalling, bruv. The crackling is mad. That was appalling.
Oh, that.
Appalling.
I know, and now I'm notorious for making noises on the mic. Yep, heard what I said, and I still said it.
Okay, before we wrap, yeah.
Before we wrap, can we do Spotify?
Can
rap?
I chill out?
I just really want. I've been dying to say that line.
O has a topic, a story time that he wanted to break down.
Alright, no. What? Let me.
This guy's a villain.
No, I was like, Katie to be there.
Stop, man.
I wonder if the sound's gonna be on the mic.
Listen. See for the madness that we are right now for this episode, that the madness that everyone is, that topic there, I may have to save that one. Because it was a bit of a deep one. It was something that it was a little bit deep that challenged me as a human being on what the right thing to do is.
You said for next week.
You sure?
You said it for next week.
You said for next week.
Yeah, I'll save it for next week.
No, Katie, have your wrap up moment going.
Yeah, before we wrap, I want to talk Spotify wrap.
Oh shoot! I've got to break mine out.
What about me?
Spotify wrap. Let's go.
What do you want to know?
I guess it was a small discussion. Small discussion.
You lot's use of
I
language
think we
is
were
awful.
talking about our average listening compiled into days. Like mine was 12 days straight. I think this is 22 and yours is 28. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Mark, I'm so happy Mark stopped doing this. Or maybe because it's winter now. Mark used to do this series called Walk With Me. Oh my god.
Oh, well, the boundary legs and the feet.
Hey Gabriel.
What's going on legs for?
So Mark is doing
That's
legs.
I know, right? Bandy legs.
Mark would walk, and you see, it was like, look at my trainers, but he would just walk. And it'll be like for like 10 to 15 seconds
Nice pair of
of him
trousers,
walking.
trainers.
Yeah,
With a tune.
With a tune on the background, a banger. But I used to look at Mark and be like, this gal, like, everybody.
Walk With Me. I know, what happened to Walk With Me? I did like that series.
I was on to when he stopped doing it. That's what I did like that series.
I just like it.
Like it was Line of Duty.
Or his selfies that he does, not selfies, but pictures in the mirror.
Alright,
When he
cool.
holds his booklet case with his phone
So
like that.
what are you going to do? What are you doing? Top artist or your artist or
Okay, we'll go around the room and do top artists. Top one or the top five? Let's do
it's top five, isn't it? Oh, Mark.
My top 5, let me get to it.
Die long.
Spit that hot fire. Alright. So, yeah, mine
the best.
Mine has been Sir,
I bet it was.
That's the best.
Busta Rhymes, Alex Isley, Lucky Day, and JL.
Mine was as an artist, yeah?
Yeah.
Mine was, which is no surprise, Cleo Soul, Nines, Pot of Paper, Polyphonic Music Library, which is gospel, and Drake. But Drake's only there because of one song, which I think is absolutely cheeky. It's in the last month.
That's weird, you know, that they've done that.
That's rude.
8
That's
a.m. in
rude.
Charlotte, yeah? It's one song. You know who that should be? That should be Jordan Ward, bruv.
Sorry.
White Crocs.
Mm.
Expensive taste. These girls got expensive taste. I'm waiting for you two. We
I
can
can
do.
do mine.
You
I
want
know
to go for
mine
one of you?
off
Go
my
on.
head. Mine was Doja, of course, SZA, Chris Breezy, Michael Jackson, Ovs, and Beyonce. Top artists.
Gabs.
Obviously, disclaimer.
I don't care at all.
I'm just saying, there's a quick disclaimer. I don't use Spotify.
Hola, we don't care.
I only ever use Spotify.
Hola, we
It's
don't
okay,
care.
It still tracks your top five. It's fine. It still tracks you.
I love Whitney Houston was in.
Kelly's definitely in there, and it's not Tory.
No, I don't use Spotify. I've got Lil Tyler,
None of those.
number one, Skywater,
That sounds gross, but continue. Just sounds gross, but continue.
SWV number 3.
Okay.
This year,
Random question before we get to O. You've got a female artist who can sing, don't you? Did she just put out a song? Okay, so there's a female, I'm not sure, but I heard a song which I thought was affiliated with you, and it's fucking cold. Let's go Real Madrid. Go on. As you're looking,
My top. Okay,
thank
so
you.
my I've got
Move on to the next.
no. I got 32 days consecutive listening. My top artist was Tyler the Creator. Shock. My second one was West Side Gun. My third was Gareth Donkin. My fourth was Little Brother, and my fifth was Prince.
What was your songs? Your top 5 songs.
My 5 songs were Sorry Not Sorry.
With Beyonce. Oh. There's a Beyonce song called that.
Yeah.
I ain't sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm just waiting for it. Yeah, it was Sorry Not Sorry, Distance by Yeba, Wish Me Well, Little Brother, Whenever by Gareth Donkin, and Peppers by West Side Gun featuring Black Star.
Mine are usually JL.
Shock.
Expectations.
What?
Expectations.
Okay, go on.
By Eric. No, is it Eric Noble or
It's your
something
list,
like
bro.
whatever it is? Who's that by? Can't even see the names right now. Payback, which is Koji, Radical, and Nux, and Comfortable, which is JL.
Okay.
Sorry.
Gabriel.
My top. No, I've got it. My top songs are literally all Doja and SZA. It's mad. Top number 1, Kiss Me More. Second, Paint the Town Red. Third, I think that's a bit mad that third is Agora Hill by Doja Cat, and that's just come out. So, and then under that, Kill Bill and Snooze.
Snooze my song.
Huh?
Snooze is a bang.
I just love. Clearly, I just love them too.
once again, doesn't really represent much. Apart from number 1, which is SWV. Number 2 is a full rapper called Shark UK. Song called Box. 3.
What joint?
Oh, the irony.
It's a Bronx drill rapper, but it would make sense.
Yeah, it's right. That's what it did.
Number 3 is female rapper Alicia. Number 4 is Lil Tyler, Back Flipping, and number 5 is Fendi.
My top 5. That sounds crazy.
It's a bit of you, innit? Yeah.
My top 5. Energy, Diddy, A Fateful Spirit by Polyphonic Music Library.
Sluts or slots?
Sluts, S-L-U-T, not S-L-O-T.
Oh,
So yeah.
oh, so either way.
Diggity Energy number 1, A Fateful Spirit, Polyphonic Music Library, which is gospel. Potential by a singer called Amber Simone. You and I by Just and Gwen Bunn. And Forgive Them, the live version by Good Company and Jane Hancock.
I know she's Gwen Bunn.
We do, but
We have.
But then the problem is, no. We have, but most of it, like 3/4 of it, is Katie's music.
No, it's not. It's Mark's, you know.
Are you kidding me?
I've chucked bare stuff in
I'm
there.
not listening to that playlist. Oh my god.
No, it's good. No, but the songs I've got on there are actually quite decent. They're not like all my little pop songs. They're like more R&B.
And that's the reason why
everyone else would like.
That's why the reason why I looked at it once. I saw bare pop songs. That's how I'm listening.
However, yours is like 3/4 of it.
Yeah,
I've got 6 on
Yours
the
is like half of it.
I
Mine's
started
like
chucking
a
stuff
quarter,
in there. Cause I was like,
maybe even
I wasn't
less than
happy
a
with
quarter.
what I saw.
And then the
I was
smaller
like-
percentage.
I got
what
6
am I
songs.
going to ask a question?
Quick, because we got to wrap.
Genres. How many different genres do everyone have?
68.
79.
Mine was something like
84.
69.
I don't know. I think it was like something like 48 or 58. something like that.
Get your.
Yeah, mine was on the
It's
60s.
proper loaded, and I'm like, hurry up!
I can screenshot it. I just remember it.
I screenshotted all that, but just not this one. Don't stop. I'm waiting for it to come correct. Come on.
And this has been episode 176 of the DSP podcast. You can find this DSP and all your favorite DSPs, my personal favorite YouTube. You can find Mark OK Gabriel's and my information in the description below. You can find the website link, the TikTok link, playlist link, Mark's website link to his photography and O's website link to his books in the description below. I've been Reese. To my right's been
Drinks.
To my left's been behind the camera's been
Gabriel.
In the corner's been
Doja's top fan 0.5%.
Cleo Soul's top fan 1%. And Sunshine 1%, half percent more. And remember, guys, if it ain't snowing,
I ain't going.
Did you get the country?
Yeah, in Croydon.
What a place!
Nines.
What a place!
Nines does everything.